The evening was quiet, boring somewhat. Our young ensigns were eating in the mess hall, nothing out of the ordinary, telling jokes, anxious about the big day tomorrow. They had finally captured the beast, the creature. It was there, down below. They had no access to it, they hadn't even seen it. All they knew was that it was violent, destructive, large, great. It scared them somewhat, but it had nothing to do with them. All they had to do was concentrate on their duties and trust. Trust in the senior officers, trust in the bridge crew, trust in the engineers and the scientists to do things the right way and the safest way. But little did they know this wasn't exactly safe, nor right. The beast howled, screeched, growled, and scratched throughout the night, and they could hear it sleeping in their bunks, sleeping in the hallway, so close and yet so far, so distant. For the doors were closed, sealed. Could they be opened? Only with an access code. Could they be broken? Only with immense and immeasurable force. Ensign Lin lay in her bed. She couldn't sleep. She was listening intently to the sounds that were coming from below. Preparations were clearly being made for the big day. Could they harness the beast? Could they use it? Would it comply? Surely not. David! David, she whispered. David, wake up. Yes, Lana, he replied, half asleep, annoyed that these few hours sleep he could get were wasted on talking about something they could do nothing about. David, I'm scared. She was. She was terrified. Terrified that something would go wrong. Would something go wrong? Lana, it's gonna be fine. They know what they're doing. They're professionals. David was sure of himself. But he didn't even have time to begin his second sentence when all of a sudden a scream so loud, a screech so horrendous, so full of pain and anger, so full of hatred, resonated throughout every deck. Accompanying this came so many cries of fear and anguish, so many cries of pain. The beast had struck. The beast had fought its way out of its cage, and clearly seeked revenge. It was only a few seconds before Red Alert struck. The captain was screaming orders over the intercom, telling everyone to stay calm and get to their posts, get to the armory, get weapons. Do not let the beast attack you, do not let it see you, for it will come. But they were trying to contain it. She tried to reassure everyone, but it wasn't working. Her initial communication was just too distressed. Down in the science lab, they were somewhat capturing the beast, somewhat getting it under control. They put it in the cage, they used it, and before Lana and David could even blink once more, the jump. Total darkness. Total light, the network before their very eyes, numbness, and then the most agonizing, horrendous, disgraceful pain any being has had to live through. Lana's spine pushed through her ribs as her brain oozed out of her mouth and ears. David's toes curled back into his heels. His eyes melted into his skull, their entire bodies, their entire existence, mangled, turned inside out, in the most horrific sight ever documented. Can anyone hear me? Is there anyone out there? Captain was the only one left. Not a single soul had survived the jump. Not a single soul had passed through the barrier. The Hawking radiation firewall had hit them as they were exiting the mycelial plane, and there was nothing that they could do about it. No one could have predicted such an outcome. No one could have known the end that was coming, except for the beast. The beast knew. The beast sensed it. But the beast was unaffected. And the beast used that very moment to escape its shackles, to leave that death trap that is the glass box in engineering. And it went straight to the bridge before ripping the captain limb from limb. There was a lot to be salvaged on the USS Glenn. And one daring crew went there once. Stopped for a bit, but left as soon as they heard the beast. Was it worth it? Was it worth facing the mangled bodies and the mycelial demon? Hey everyone, sorry for the shaky cam and the crap audio, but I still haven't managed to fix this thing, so the mic's not working. I hope you enjoyed the little Halloween special that I put together this year. I don't know, I've had this story in my mind, I guess, for a while now, what happened to the USS Glenn, so I thought I wanted to make something out of it. So yeah, it was all pretty much improv. It wasn't scripted, I just said things and edited a couple things out, and hopefully it was spooky. Was it spooky? Did it scare you? Alright, happy Halloween. Have a great spooky season, everyone, although it's already the 31st, but anyway. Live long and prosper.